There are a lot of mentors out there that help people even with no experience break into tech sales. What made you decide to do that rather than just trying to go all in and seek out like a mentor or some like outside help to break into tech sales instead of just going in the door to door?
I would probably say because of money as well. Because even when I got laid off, I needed to find a way to make money. At that time, I was looking for like a sales job. So I ended up running to a door-to-door commission-based job.
And when it comes to having money to invest into mentorships, do you mind if I share a perspective on that? I mean, from someone who's been in your shoes before. Because like when it comes to having money, man, there's always going to be two types of people. There's going to be one that kind of says, oh, I don't have the money, so I can't do anything. I just can't, so I won't. I just want to hear it from you. Whereas there's the other type of person that even though they might not have the money, they might not even have the time to be able to put into a process like this. They're like, how can I become resourceful enough to find the money and find the time, being that my goals are so important for me to achieve? Out of those two types of people, like who do you think actually reaches their goals faster?
The second one you explained.
Why do you believe that?
Because they're not really waiting, but they're taking action.
Absolutely. So I guess what made you decide to be like the first guy that time around when you were looking into maybe mentorships? Like why did you allow money to be the reason why you weren't able to invest in yourself?
I want to say it has to do with fear, especially when I have bills. I set that fear in my head, like in my head where I'm like, if I don't find something that's consistent, I'm going to fall behind.
Okay.
I would say it's fear.
And that's fair. Like I get where you're coming from because at the same time, you have to make your bills work for the time being. But also at the same time, like you're investing money to make more money.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And I just want to know pretty much the rundown. What is all this going to be included to?
Absolutely. And yeah, like I said, if I'm confident we can help you, I'd be happy to run you through what we do and how it all works. Just going back to what you were saying before, though, you said you're struggling with almost like a fear of what happens if I do this and I can make my bills, or what if I do this and it doesn't work? Because that's really what it comes down to. Because ultimately, if you were able to land a job within a month, you probably wouldn't have needed to worry about bills at that point. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, where does that fear come from for you? That fear of investing money that's not working out? I'm not saying that's not normal. Like most people struggle with that. In fact, I've struggled with that. It's not always easy to overcome. I guess like where does that fear come from though?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I would say it's just the fear of falling behind.
Yeah.
I don't want for me to have to get another job and then that get in the way of a mentorship. I want to be able to dedicate most of my time in this mentorship so I don't have to get some sort of part-time job.
Yeah, and that's fair because there's the option between doing full-time or you can get a part-time gig to at least help keep yourself afloat while doing it. What it comes down to is just the willingness to never give up and do whatever it takes. And I'm not saying that just to say it because it's what I've been willing to do. Earlier this year, I invested like $6,000 into a mentorship, into my own personal development. And that was scary, man. I was like, what if this doesn't work out? What if I don't get a return on investment? This is over half my savings, you know? And I also moved out at 19 years old. I was like, what if this doesn't work? What if I fall behind on bills? Like, I get it. I've been in your shoes, man. At the same time, though, it's just like that willingness of being the kind of guy that just will not give up. Is that something you are committed to doing? Like becoming that guy?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Mainly because I feel like I've been in the same position for the last couple of months.
Yeah. I guess what shifted for you internally to where you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired and you're willing to do whatever it takes? Because most people, they're like, I'll just settle for this for another few months. I can just deal with it. Yeah, this isn't the best situation, but I'll just deal with it. Because it's a lot scarier to actually step out and become that guy. Like, why actually become that guy now?
Because I've seen no change, honestly. I would say there's no change. Nothing seems to be at least work. I don't know where to start, how to start. Like, it's almost like I just need help in a way.
Like you just feel stuck right now?
Yeah.
What came up on there?
Thank you for joining this coaching program.
Let's go, man.